Hey guys, what is up? It is Dominic, and in this video, I'm going to be breaking down all of my different businesses and most importantly, how Go High Level has helped me with every single one of them. Now, I've talked about a few of these businesses in the past, so most of them aren't going to surprise you, but I'm actually going to break down the revenue, the numbers, my equity ownership, why I got into each of them, and hopefully if this video does anything for you, it breaks down what you should do next after you're successful with Go High Level, or maybe just what you should do right now. Because a couple of these companies I started before I had huge success with GHL anyway, so there's no time limit on when you can do this. You can and should constantly expand and diversify your portfolio. And I'm not joking, guys. Go High Level is the best way to do it. And you're going to find out exactly why in this video. But before I get into the video, for anyone who's brand new to the channel, has no idea who I am, my name is Dominic Baptist. I am one of the most successful Go High Level affiliates of all time. As you can see from all these first place finishes, I have been on the Go High Level leaderboard for many years. And the way that I was able to do that was by giving away a ton of free value and free courses. I've also been able to do this by taking my own different angles that I never saw other affiliates take that were giving me a leg up on the competition. So if you guys are interested in a bunch of free courses and taking a more business approach to SaaS, then number one, I recommend you to watch this video right here because you're going to see exactly how I've done it. And then number two, check out my 30-day free trial link in the description below. I promise you will not regret it. And if you stick with me to the end of the video, I will go over everything that you're going to get if you become my affiliate. And I'd also like to point out that my affiliates have an amazing success rate, one of the best success rates of any affiliate in Go High Level history. So you statistically have a pretty good chance of succeeding if you sign up with me. But once again, I'll go over all of that at the end. Let's get right into the video. All right, guys. So here are 5 of the different businesses that I am running. I legally have more businesses than just these 5, but these are the 5 main businesses that I'm focusing on right now and that Go High Level have helped me expand. So starting with number 1 is of course Go High Level itself. I use the Go High Level platform for multiple different reasons. First one, of course, is the affiliate program. I have made a ton of money off the affiliate program, and it's a great way to spread Go High Level and still make a good living. Number 2 is of course having my own agency. I'm actually focusing a lot on that right now because I have so many businesses and partnerships that rely on my Go High Level skills in order to run their businesses. So that's where the agency comes in. It's how I build the websites, how I build all the automations, the marketing, everything that a business needs is done inside of Go High Level. So why not just run it myself? Which brings us to number 3, which is literally running the businesses yourself. So all of these other businesses that I'm going to be bringing up most likely use Go High Level in some way. And my knowledge of the platform has allowed me to scale these businesses to pretty awesome numbers in a very quick amount of time. So there you go. That's how I use Go High Level. And that brings us to number 2, which is my custom property solutions land clearing business. As you can see from the bottom right, we have a few different machines, and we started as a little land clearing business back in 2022. And now in 2025, we've expanded to landscaping and mowing. And don't worry, I'm going to break down all the numbers in the next slide, but it just feels really cool growing a physical business like this. It's so rewarding seeing a before and after, which is a little bit harder to see when you're doing everything online. So I love this business. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world, and I'm going to continue to scale it over and over and over again until it's worth tens, maybe even hundreds of millions of dollars. But don't worry, we're going to get into that too. Next is telecommunications. Now this is pretty random. Most of you watching probably have no idea what telecommunications really is and how I would even get into that industry in the first place. And trust me, if you would have asked me 2 years ago, I probably would have agreed with you because I didn't know much about this industry either. But basically, telecommunications is voice and internet services. So what this company does is we go into local businesses or any business around the United States and we sell them our white labeled phone system, which can do voice and text. And we also have 300 different internet providers that we can sell to them as well. The reason I love this business model is because number 1, you're literally helping businesses by giving them a better phone system and faster internet speeds. You're also saving them money because the new technology is cheaper. And then the third reason, my favorite reason, is because it is all monthly recurring commission and contractual based, which means they sign contracts that state they have to stay with you for at least 3 to 6 years. Absolutely incredible. And although it may seem boring, yeah, phone systems and internet, but these type of companies are worth billions of dollars. Yes, billions with a B. Companies like AT&T, Comcast, Cisco, massive telecommunications companies, because every single business needs it and they can't run without it. The fourth company that I'm running is in the e-commerce space, specifically a supplement brand. And the reason that I got into e-commerce again, because I've been in e-commerce before. And by the way, I do not recommend doing this at all. Even when I show you the numbers and they look really cool and flashy, I'm going to be very transparent with you and tell you everything you need to know about this industry. Because if you're just starting out, Go High Level is a way better industry to do than e-commerce, and I will die on that hill. But the reason I got into e-commerce is because one of my business partners is amazing at it, and he promised he would handle everything. All I had to do is funnel money, and basically it was like Shark Tank, where I invest a certain amount of money, I get my equity, and then my other 2 business partners do all the heavy lifting. But it's still really fun. I like talking to them about it, and I like learning the industry a little bit more. I'd also like to point out that we only sell monthly recurring supplements. So if you haven't figured this out by now, almost every business that I start is monthly recurring because it's the best. Which brings us to number 5. Now, this company has not fully been started yet, but it is going to be an AI consulting agency where we go in and help any major industry implement AI to help their business. This is going to be by far one of the biggest opportunities in all of 2025 and 2026 and beyond. And I will be running that with Preston and Connor. You guys know both of them. They're on YouTube, they're on TikTok, and they do amazing work. Preston is one of the best I've ever seen in AI. He literally spends 10, 12, 13 hours a day studying it. So I'm not too worried about this one. I think it's going to absolutely explode, but I'll get into that later. Now let's get to the fun part. Let's talk about the money. All right, guys, so here's the revenue and my equity in each company. I told you I'm going to be very transparent about this, why I got into these businesses, how much they're making, how much I project to make over time. And I just feel like people on YouTube and on social media are kind of weird about money. They don't talk about it. They don't show their bank account statements. And I totally get that. It's no one's business but their own. But personally, I feel like a fraud if I'm not actually breaking down the numbers. And most importantly, I have nothing to hide. So let's start with GoHighLevel and the revenue for that. I've talked about this multiple times in many different videos. So if you guys want to see full breakdowns of that, you can see it on my channel. But for the most part, GoHighLevel got me my start. It was the only way I was able to do the other different businesses. When I started as just a tiny agency back in 2021, I had no connections, no money, no anything. And I went on to create a successful agency in my town, and I started to make those connections. That was the best thing that ever happened to me, not because it made me money, because it broke down business. It broke down the structure of all of these very successful businesses in my hometown and very successful business owners. I was picking their brain every single day and getting paid to do it. So I literally owe GoHighLevel so much more than just the money that they paid me. The knowledge that I picked up and the confidence to go start my own businesses, it was priceless. But let's talk about the actual numbers anyway, because that's why you're here. So right now I pull in over $100,000 a month in pure profit from GoHighLevel. And over the last 3 years, I've made around $5 million in total revenue just from different GoHighLevel streams. So yes, being in your 20s and making $5 million is pretty awesome. And no, it's not awesome because I can go buy a Lamborghini or a Ferrari or a boat, which yes, I can go do those things, but it's awesome because I can fund all the other companies and ventures that I want to go into, which lead us to Custom Property Solutions. Number 2, I own 30% equity in this business, and my business partner who runs the entire operation, who's literally at work as we speak right now, he owns 70%. Now this business started 3 years ago when we had absolutely nothing, and in just 2022 to 2024, we've grossed over $1 million. Now that's pretty good for two 24-year-olds at the time who had no connections and no money, both quit their jobs to take on this industry and just had to figure it out. I'm very happy with that number. And here's where it gets crazy. In 2025 alone, just the first 3 months of this year, we have $950,000 out for bid, and over $300,000 of that has been closed and paid. Absolutely insane. We have one project right now for $250,000. I'm going to be filming the entire thing, and I believe we start working on that next week. So that just goes to show you the exponential growth, how you can spend 3 years making $1 million and then 1 year making 1.2 million, which is our estimated revenue for 2025 alone. This is why you create businesses. This is why patience matters. Because if we would have quit after the first year when we only made about 120 grand, and by the way, that's revenue, not profit, then we would have never seen the insane numbers that we're seeing today. We've expanded into 3 different industries, doing land clearing, landscaping, and lawn care. We built a beautiful shop to house all of our equipment, and we're about to purchase some landscaping area so that we can have a showroom for our clients, house even more equipment, and house all the rock and material that we're going to be using for the landscaping company. Trust me, we've got it planned out. We actually had to shut off our Facebook ads because we had too much work. This is the first year that has ever happened. I'm so proud of what we did with this company. I think it's going to be worth millions and millions of dollars, and it has potential to keep doubling and tripling every single year. Now, what are the downfalls of starting a company like this? It costs a lot of money. I've actually paid $150,000 pure cash out of my own pocket just to keep this company up and running. Now that 150K was spread out over 3 years, but still, it's a lot of money. This company also has about $750,000 in loans that need paid off. So there's a lot of risk involved, and there's a lot of things that you guys need to know when getting into a business like this. But if you surround yourself with good employees and good people, and you know how to use GoHighLevel, then I promise you these numbers are very realistic. And that brings us to number 3, which is telecommunications. I run this with my aunt. She owns 70%, I own 30%. And if you're wondering why I only own 30% of some of these businesses, is because I usually come in as the consultant. I'm more of the tech marketing guy, and then my partners usually run and operate the entire business. And these are usually in industries that they've worked in for years and years and years. My land clearing business partner has been an operator for over 10 years. He's been in a machine since he was like 14 years old. And in telecommunications, my aunt has been in telecom sales for 15 years. So she has the sales background. She knows exactly what she's doing. She knows how to sell it. She just needed me to create the back end and do all the boring tech stuff, which I actually enjoy doing. And I couldn't do without GoHighLevel. And that company just got up and running last month. We already have 4 clients with 3 more on the way. It makes about $1,000 in monthly recurring commission right now, but it's growing rapidly. Every single client that we get can be anywhere from $100 upwards to thousands and thousands of dollars a month. And here's where it gets insane. These companies have to sign a contract with us that states that they will pay us for at least 3 years every single month on repeat. Now, why is this important? Because it brings up your evaluation, which is what we're doing here. This is what I care about. All of these companies, these 30% equities, everything that you're seeing, the picture is so much bigger. I hope to one day sell some of these companies for 10 million, 20 million, maybe even $100 million. I get my equity cut and then I'm good to go. But in order to evaluate a company, you need to know its multiplier. So for custom property solutions, a multiplier for a landscaping or land clearing company is going to be closer to 3, 4, maybe 5x. But for a telecommunications company, it can get as high as 12 to 18x because of those contracts. So the more clients you get, the higher the evaluation is, but it's exponentially higher. So it's super important to know all of these things before you get into certain industries, because for me, when creating goals, I take into consideration what's the evaluation, what's the number in monthly recurring I want to hit, so then I can go sell it for 12 times that annual revenue. For instance, if we can get the telecommunications company to 50 grand a month, which we totally can, we could technically sell that company for upwards of $7.2 million, which is just insane. If someone offered me $7.2 million for anything, I would take it, if it made sense, of course. Here's our company website right here. Our name is Two Little Birds. And as you can see, this website and everything that we built is all on the backbone of GoHighLevel. But if you scroll down here, you'll notice that's me. And this is our white label telecom platform. We use a company called SkySwitch, and it works super well. And it's an amazing company, an amazing product, just like GoHighLevel, completely white labeled. And we sell our phone systems to local businesses, and the list of add-ons and services is insane. We have customer support, we have physical phones, you can do phones online through your desktop or laptop. We offer faster internet, free cost analysis to go over your bills, SMS services just like GoHighLevel, and even fax and conference calls, plus so much more. So once again, this seems like boring stuff, but businesses need this. They all need it, they know they need it, and if you can get it to them for a good price and a great service, because most people don't like dealing with AT&T and Comcast due to the fact that the service is horrible, then they will go with you, they'll sign that contract, and then you're getting paid every month for years. And if they're happy with their telecom services, they don't get rid of them. I guarantee we will have customers for the next 20 years. They will be paying us on repeat for 20 years. So once again, very happy about this. I'm trying to implement AI into the telecom space. I'm making crazy deals left and right, and I promise I will be making videos on this very soon. I'm even going to get in contact with GoHighLevel and maybe make a deal with the telecommunication services that I'm using to help GoHighLevel's telecom, because I do think GoHighLevel needs more options in the telecom space. And in a perfect world, imagine you're on GoHighLevel and you can sell everything you're seeing right here on top of the websites, the automatic text messages, the marketing. Just having so many different verticals is huge. So who knows? I'm excited for the future, and I'm going to try to take telecom to the next level. All right, guys, next is the e-commerce supplement brand. I own 33% of this company, and I don't really have to do much. I pretty much just fund it. But this is the one that's really exciting and looks amazing on paper, but there are a lot of bottlenecks, and it took a lot of money to get this thing going. So I'm going to break down all the numbers for you so you fully understand, in case you watch this video and immediately try to go into e-com, because I'm begging you, please don't do it until you watch this video. So right out the gate, we are at about $35,000 a month in recurring subscriptions. That sounds great, doesn't it? Well, let me break down everything for you, because our goal in 2 months is 100K a month. Yes, you heard that right. We're at 35K a month right now, and we're aiming for 100K a month in the next 2 months. And it is totally possible once you see our scaling numbers. So let me show you. All right, guys. So as you can see, I'm inside of the Shopify account right now, and it's not even 1 p.m. and we already have $1,680 in sales. And every single sale that you see right here is a monthly recurring subscription. That means if they all stay with us right now, we will make that exact amount next month on this exact day at this exact time. Plus all the new customers we get on top of that. That is how that monthly recurring subscription works. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. You can also see we have 11 live visitors. I'll click on that just for fun. Oh, we just got another sale right there. So that's where it's fun. You kind of see sales just come in over and over, and you don't really have to do anything. Everything is done overseas. It's all handled and shipped by other people. I don't have to touch anything. So that helps a lot, but there are a ton of bottlenecks, and that's what I'm going to get into right now. But one cool thing you can see down here is we have 5 active carts, 4 checking out and 2 purchased just in the last 10 minutes. I love looking at this. It's actually really addicting to get on your phone and see how many people are buying or how many people are in your store, because it's just interesting and it's in real time. But don't let that blind you to how insane this business model is and how much money it takes to get to this level. So let's break it down. The first thing I'm going to do is click on today, and we're going to look at yesterday's numbers so I can break down a full day. Yesterday, we did a massive scaling day and we hit $3,529. Now, yes, I know that sounds amazing. Anyone in here would be so happy to hit 3,500 in monthly recurring subscriptions in a day. But how much do you think that cost me and my company? Well, I'll give you a hint. It was over $3,500. We spent on ads to get $3,500, over $4,000. Now, most of you watching are probably like, why did you spend over $4,000, maybe even $5,000? I'll have to go check, but I think it was closer to $4,500. But why would we spend that amount to make $3,500 back? Because it's monthly recurring. This monthly recurring is going to keep on repeating over and over. So if we spend that $4,000 or $5,000 to make $3,500 back, that means we could be at $7,000 a day in monthly recurring for the next month while still only spending that $5K. So yes, it costs a lot of money to get into into it and get to those numbers. But once it's self-sufficient and funding itself and you're happy with the rate of return, then you don't have to do anything. For instance, once we get this company to $100,000 a month, all $100,000 of that revenue, all these payouts you see up here at the top are going right back into ads. Because if we make 100K and then spend 100K on ads, that next month we could be at 150 or 160K a month. Then we could be at 300K a month. And the exponential growth is insane when you invest everything you have back into the business. However, it cost me a lot of money to do this. And that's why I'm telling you right now, do not get into this business unless number one, you 100% know what you're doing. And number two, have a good amount of money. I have personally already sunk over $45,000 of my own money into this business and have not been paid back. And my other business partner sunk another $45,000 into this and also hasn't been paid back because we are trying to get to 100K a month as quickly as possible. So there you guys go. Anything can go wrong, and it's a very scary but fun business model. This is like a side project for me that, yes, can make me millions and millions of dollars. But if you're just starting out, definitely do go high level. Do not do ecom. Trust me. I also want to show you guys the potential of this business model. So I'm going to click on apps right here, go to my Seal subscriptions, and these right here are our total active subscriptions. This is super cool because you can see how many people are canceling, plus how many new subscriptions you're getting each day. Yesterday was huge. We got 74 new subs. Imagine getting 74 new clients for Go High Level in one day. Now, obviously, each product is about $30, so that's not the same as getting a client for Go High Level, but they're all monthly recurring subs. And if you look over here at our cancellations, they don't come anywhere close to all the new subs that we're getting. And if we scroll back up here and look at the chart and change it from last 7 days to last 30 days, look at this growth. As you can see, we're doing an aggressive growth scale model right here, and we poured everything back into this company because for right here, it was just funding itself and it was kind of staying around the 250 to 300 mark, and it wasn't exactly growing, it was just sustaining. Now we're doing an aggressive growth model because we know that it works. And yes, it's going to cost us a lot of money, but look at how insane these subs are. From 250 just 30 days ago, 250 subs to 705. If we stay on this trajectory, we could be at $200,000 or $300,000 a month in just a few months. But once again, so many bottlenecks, so many things that can mess you up. For instance, the tariffs are screwing this company right now. I'm not going to get political with you guys. I'm not going to talk about who I voted for. I fully understand what tariffs are and what they do and why President Trump likes them. However, I will be honest, these tariffs are definitely affecting my business. Just now, today, apparently there's now a 102% tariff. The tariffs were raised again for products made in China. So that affects this business so much. Now, yes, it's a negotiation tactic and I hope it works. I really do. Because if it doesn't work, then yes, these numbers are going to hurt me. It's going to cost me way more to get the product and I'm going to have to raise prices on these products, which is going to affect my subs. But that's just another problem that you have to face. There are so many different bottlenecks in ecom and there's so many different bottlenecks in every single business that you're going to do. However, I just wanted to go over it with you guys. I wanted to show you what I'm doing right now, all the different business models, the money, the revenue. I promise I'm keeping busy. Sorry, I'm not putting out as much content as I used to, but I'm definitely working on a ton of new stuff. I'm filming a lot of it, and it's just kind of hard to make content on these business models when you're just getting started. It's way more fun when you have them up and running off the ground. You're hiring people, the systems are all working, you see the crazy amount of money coming in, then yes, it becomes way more fun to make videos on that. So I think in the next like 6 months, you're going to see a completely different version of me who has a lot of these businesses going absolutely insane, and the content is going to match that insanity. I can't wait to make more videos on all this stuff. And if you guys stuck with me to the end of this video and you want to become an affiliate of me to learn everything about business, everything about Go High Level, how I've used Go High Level to run all of these different businesses, how I've used it to negotiate deals, and how I'm going to continue to use it for AI, then sign up with me. Use my link in the description below. You're going to get all 3 of my courses. One that breaks down how to get your agency started and up and running. One that has a white labeled onboarding course to help all of your clients get onboarded from me directly. Absolutely insane value. And then number 3, a business 101 course that breaks down every single business I just talked about, how I got started, how I created the LLC, how I got the equity deals, the contracts, all the boring stuff about business and all the exciting stuff all wrapped in one course. You get it all, guys. Everything that I have ever created or done or know, I've put online. I am a complete open book. So if you like this stuff, you like my kind of weird approach to everything where I'm working in different industries, using my Go High Level knowledge for way more than just running a SaaS agency, then use my link. I promise you will not be disappointed. And reach out to me. I'm really easy to get in touch with. Send me a DM on Instagram, message me on text, or just leave a comment in this video below. You can ask me any questions you want, see if I'm a good fit as your affiliate, and we'll go from there. But either way, thank you guys for watching. I hope you're as excited as I am about the future, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.